right before I go to sleep every night, I think about every one of them getting that ass whipped. The United States is the whole world, and I'm on the east side of it. But I guess I'm on Team West, or I'm not even on a team. I'm just a commentator. But I'm thinking about this scenario, right? I'm thinking about this scenario. We got Doug Ehrlich, right?
Right.
Who most likely has to win the same way he won last time.
You mean dominating?
He's got to get the guy's hand and win, because we know that the guy he's pulling will pull for 25 minutes, no problem. And every match you see Daniel in, he's in the worst position ever. And he is grinding out of that. The young, the educated Moldovan. So you know that
he's a surgeon, and he is actually his specialty is like forearm and all that stuff. So
none of that surprises me. I spent some time in Moldova, if you remember.
Oh, right. You have.
And Daniel was their guy then, and even now, I think he's the minister of sport. So we were dealing with.
I feel like he's the president.
Of the whole country.
He gotta be.
Love it.
You see the guy?
I believe he would be a good choice. So you got that match. So you know that either Doug's gonna be once again the rudest, most like American champion you could be, right? I'm ready for more. Get me somebody up here. I want them, right? And then you got Paul Lynn, RVJ, Dave Chafee,
Brandon Alcessor,
which he's got a lot of heart too. That's going to be good too.
Adam.
So you got all these guys. So to me, we are loaded.
And Cody
right? And Cody Merritt, and then just put Devin on our team anyway too, right? He's on our team, right?
Right.
I mean, Devin's considered West, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So the fact is we are taking the fucking who's who, in my opinion, some bad dudes, right? There is no doubt about it, right? And then the less you know about the competition, the more you are on this American train, right? I mean, we can't lose, right? We got all the dudes, right? Yet, right before I go to sleep every night, I think about every one of them getting that ass whipped. Every one of them. I mean, I feel like Doug better not let that match stop. RBJ, I mean, let's be completely honest. He's in trouble, right? I mean, how in the world can you not arm wrestle for a longest period of time and then expect that when you get back, you are going to beat the dude who's having the wars with Ron Bath and John Brzee?
Yeah, and then goes to Russia and slaughters everybody under 200 pounds.
I mean, what are we talking about? RBJ has to be better than he has ever been. Ever. Paul Lynn is just walking into a nightmare.
Well, Paul has a good chance.
An absolute nightmare. Paul has not demonstrated any capacity when it comes to top rolling and taking the hand of a hooker. This guy has a game plan every time, and it gets just absolutely shattered. And then he goes straight defense. I'm just gonna see how strong, I can't manipulate this guy. And then ends up the first match being stronger than the guy, then ends up down 0-2, having the injury happen, which upgrades him to a just ridiculous hooker. a ridiculous hooker. So either Paul Lynn has stopped trying to take the hands and top roll and outside move, and he has dedicated his life to this hook. He is in trouble, right? Then you move up the ladder. Cody Merritt has to be too big for this guy. He has to be. If he's not, it starts to unravel. The left-handed world starts to recognize there is no weight class in left-handed arm wrestling. That's a lot of pressure. We have seen 75%. How many of these matches end up being heart, soul, and cardio?
I don't know, like half of them maybe.
50%. So first of all, 50% chance Cody runs out of gas. You better not make that match long, right? We saw the other kid. The kid pulled for 7 minutes at 100 miles per hour. Him and the other guy. It was crazy, right? Cody Merritt could go down, which would be devastating to left-handed arm wrestling in the United States. 220-pound guy whacking your ass. Come on, get out of here.
In a hook.
And then we got Devin.
Well, you don't have to go for Devin yet. There's 2 more.
Oh, yeah. Then we got Dave Chafee.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you go for Dave. Dave and
We know that Dave Chafee has to be careful. Why would we think that Rivas, after stopping Morozov and stopping Michael Todd, why would we think he wasn't going to stop Dave before match 3? Why would we assume that all of a sudden we're going to have some sort of energy? We've seen the guy strong in a hook, strong. We've seen his ability to manipulate top roll, work angles. I don't see any way for Dave to get out of there without being gasping for air.
Or being a lot stronger, just a lot stronger, because he's able.
How can he be a lot stronger if we just saw Rivas and Morozov 5 months ago?
Yeah, but what did Dave do last? Well, him and Vitaly were in a war, right? So, and then Dave.
Him and Vitaly. Then he lost to
Hermes, right?
Hermes. Right, and then I feel like,
and you said Dave's now stuck in the permanent position.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Dave needs to know that what he did with Vitaly was because of Vitaly's awkwardness and having to put his whole body underneath the table and not being able to stand up. But if you can stand up and get your feet underneath of you, Dave's bent wrist press is not going to truly be astonishing to a super heavyweight.
Yeah.
He's got to just completely overwhelm him, which I believe he will the first match. We'll see it. Now, how many times does Dave's first match not end in anybody winning? Go back and check. A lot of times there's 3 starts before we get a victory. All of those things, it's like Dave is almost like Corey Miller, and he is trying to hide the fact that he does not have the cardio and the stamina to arm wrestle in these long wars, right? After he's up, even up 2-0, dominating fashion, Dave is still letting the referee put him in a regular grip. You know what I mean? Instead of staying back in the couch, setting down, learning how to breathe, and knowing that you are only going to go crazy after you've established the set grip and the straps and all the stuff that I don't need to waste any energy on, because I have to appreciate the fact that the energy's low.
We have David Samusha and Brandon Locesser.
Yeah, I mean, I am super impressed with how much dedication and fight Brandon Alcelsor has in him. We'll see whether that translates, at the world level. I think this will be the first time that he is at this level with this intensity against an opponent that he probably knows the least of.
Okay, and then we have Adam Brzezinski and Batcho Siganashvili, Levon's cousin.
Yeah, which I mean, listen, I told you this before. Adam has to show me that he is willing to arm wrestle in any other way except for him posing with you and draining all of your power, which is a great tactic if you're talking about the lower East Coast of the United States. Go ahead there, buddy, wrap them up, talk shit to them, try to finish them and get stuck and think that that translates overseas. I think that Adam is an intelligent person, and there's a chance that what think that I see is not all of him.
I mean, hold on. In all fairness, he did do it overseas out there already with Bojida, right?
Which is listen, you know what's the worst thing in the world for a 15% three-point shooter is? The worst thing for your team is for that guy to hit one. Because once he makes his first three-pointer, he's firing them all day. And we all have been playing with him forever. And when I say that, I've been playing this arm wrestling game for a long time. The hook doesn't travel in Europe.
Okay. So you're saying
show me your desperation outside move, and then perfect it before you apply for your visa or passport.
That's awesome. We're done with those two. Now we can move to Devin and Gennady. What you got there?
Devin and Gennady, listen.
What's up, Oakland?
Everything must have changed for Devin to win this. Everything must have changed. Devin has to be a different person.
Well, you don't think he's got it easy?
Oh man, I think that he is in the fight of his life because of the perception that he has changed.
Oh, really?
I think the best thing for him is when you don't want them to recognize the threat and have any fear, because all of a sudden the training is ramped up. The juice is ramped up. Gennady is going to be near death when it goes down. Every single bit of medicine, chicken sandwiches, I don't care what is fueling this person, he is doubling down. This is the biggest match of Gennady's life.
Right, so you're saying Devin done messed up and Gennady recognized that, and now Gennady is going all in.
Yeah, because Devin was riding you've seen it, man. Like, you've seen Prudnick roll into that building so confident because of the perception and past.
Correct.
And then, boom, you run into that. And it's not that should have made Gennady that scared, but it just continues the legend of him getting bigger, getting stronger, healing up. The medicine's working, right? The VitaCell. You saw the video. The man is jacked. The man is jacked. So I don't know, man. I think it would have been better for Gennady to figure it out, not for Prudnick to lift the covers back.
I got you. All right.
Well, I'm concerned, Americans. I'm concerned, all of you. Listen, I'll hang with all of you until you compete on Saturday. But if all of you get whacked, I'm not coming to the after party.
Well,
I will hang with the winner. I will hang if one of you wins. We will alienate ourselves from the crowd and go on about our business. But you are not allowed to hang with Artem or me if you don't win your Supermax.
it's just funny how you have to in East versus West to get to hang out with Tell Me I'm the Greatest podcast. It's
And we are accepting donations for VIP privileges.
right.
If you want to sleep in Artem's room, you pay me $300 and I'll give you that VIP experience.